What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, got another fun one for you. Here on a Sunday, just relaxing, just taking it all in, guys. Hanging out down here in the museum. And I was checking some of our G.I. Joe figures out, our carded figures. Just, making sure that everything was okay. From time to time, I'll check our G.I. Joe storage area out just to see if the, figures are aging well, if you will. And it got me to thinking, because that's what I do down here in a museum with all my action figures. It's a lot of thinking. We did some videos a while back on our boxed G.I. Joe figures from 1996, I believe, and 1998, or 1997 or 1998. One of the, I know there was two of them. It was 2 years there, and we call them the Chronicles. The G.I. Joe 1998 Chronicles and the G.I. Joe 1997 or 1996 Chronicles. And basically, we're just chronicling the timeline of all those Joes that came out in that particular year. So I got to thinking, I said, we're going to still add more because I have a ton to do. And that was actually a subscriber request back in the day. So, but it got me thinking about the carded figures and all of the carded figures that's come out through the years for G.I. Joe. And we have a few here they wanted to kind of do a Chronicle series on. This is from 2003. So this is the G.I. Joe carded figures from 2003. And what we'll do is we'll keep building to the 2003 collection. And we'll keep adding videos from the 2003 Chronicle collection. But we want to start this video off with these four for the 2003 Chronicle for G.I. Joe for that particular, year. And I got four that they're all my favorites. It's just, at this point, guys, it's hard to pick a favorite anymore. I don't even try. But the way I do it now is the ones that really kind of stand out, in my mind. And these four are perfect for, this first video, for this Chronicle video. Our Army Desert Infantry G.I. Joe carded figure, G.I. Joe. Our weapons instructor G.I. Joe figure. Our Delta Squad Special Forces G.I. Joe figure. And our SEAL Basic Training figure. And these are four figures, guys, that, like I said, really cool figures. And at the price point, these figures didn't cost a ton. I think some of them, $18 maybe, $19, $19.99, something like that. And yet, to me, you still got everything that the more deluxe G.I. Joe figures for their time frame got or had. Weapons, accessories. You still got the same figure, G.I. Joe figure. Heavily articulated figure. And when I say these guys are really heavy too, speaking of heavy, these guys are very heavy. But, Not as much clothing, soft goods, if you will. A lot of molded, painted plastic, which is a cheaper way for Hasbro to go during that time frame. But it's all the little things that you get with these figures. This is M16. Smoke grenades there. And one of the coolest ones I thought was my weapons instructor. Because you really got a ton with this figure. There's the clipboard with the paper on it. Comes this beautiful weapon here. See, he's got his watch on. I want to say this is a canteen. More bullets. Mission card included. Nice campaign hat here. Whistle. And the gung-ho hands. Gung-ho grip hands. And all of these guys came with the gung-ho grip hands. Love this helmet right here. Get you a blown out look at these guys here. G.I. Joe, I've been on record a million times saying that Hasbro should bring these figures back out. If you don't want to do a ton of figures, you don't want to make deluxe figures, because I know they're 12 inches tall, they're costly. All the soft goods that go into these figures, for clothing and stuff. I get all of that. Why not bring out carded figures again? Easy, really basic. As you can see, we use our Army Desert Infantry figure because he is so basic, literally basic in design, because of the paint apps used on the molded plastic to assimilate a shirt, a short sleeve shirt, body armor. It's just very simple, very simplistic in nature, and yet very cool. I don't know what the problem is, guys. If somebody knows what the problem, leave it in the comment section right underneath this video. But here's another fun one. Our Delta Squad, bring him front and center here. Our Delta Squad figure. Special Forces. And you're talking about another easy figure to, he's got this soft, pliable mask that they said over time would deteriorate and split and all that, all that stuff. But I haven't had any issues with my Delta Squad Special Forces figures mask. It's been on there since 2003. Got this from Walmart. It's making a trip to Walmart one day. But as you can see, it's the same concept as the Army Desert Infantry figure. Same concept and design. Just painted plastic over the molded figure. This guy came with a zip line. Got the toe here. Everything that is harnessed to hook up to him. Nice machine gun here. Get you blown out. Look at this guy. Really cool. Decked out in all black. That's the Delta Squad Special Forces. But very simple in design, basic. Let's turn this guy around and get you a look at this guy. He's got the little dirt on his pants. Card art was fantastic because they actually used the actual figure. But for 2003, you think about it, these are nearly, get your year there, 2003. These figures are nearly 20 years old now. Nearly 20 years old. See, he's got the dirt here on the pants. Simulate that. But beautifully done. Let's bring our Seal Basic Training figure in. One of the selling points of this figure for me was the beautiful helmet. That was one of the selling points. But molded plastic, painted t-shirt. So no cloth goods really used on this figure outside of his, his pants, his boots here. Weapon, basic. The vest is plastic. Not as we've seen in the past with our Coast Guard figures with the cloth, puffy life vest. Great head sculpt. I love this head sculpt. Even the hat is plastic. And there's the helmet. Guys, your thoughts. We want to hear it all. Right underneath this video in the comment section. Oh, let's turn this guy around. Get your back shot here. I've kept this figure in fantastic condition, which is a little bit more, it may not seem like it is a little bit more difficult keeping these carded figures in pristine condition, because you can stack them easily. And I don't stack any of my figures. They all, believe it or not, in their storage areas, they stand upright, just like you see them here. That's to reduce any unneeded stress on the on the cards, the packaging, the bubble part. Any undue stress, especially if you're an M.I.B collector, is a good thing. You don't want any undue stress on your figures, on your carded figures, on your box figures. Like I said, we just looked at our weapons instructor. I'll turn this guy around. Did you see the back of it? You'll see the year, 2003. But just beautifully done. And see what's also look for the Seal Basic Training. Seal Basic Training. Just beautiful. Just fantastic. And like I said, I've had these guys for nearly 20 years. Let's look at our Army Desert Infantry figure. You can see the back of the box. Blown out look here. The back of the box. This is one of the fun parts of collecting these guys, was seeing what you get next, what was out there, because I was in a GI Joe collectors club back in the day, and they didn't talk a lot about the basic figures. The basic figures. And a lot of you guys noticed that collected Joes, GI Joes back in that time period, 20 plus years ago. They didn't talk about the basic figures a lot. That was reserved for the more bigger deluxe sets that were coming out. These were, you know, rehash figures that, parts and pieces that they want to just put something together for most of the part, for the most part. But that's why some of these guys are so hard to find now, because they weren't marketed the way the mainstream GI Joes were. They were produced to do one thing and one thing only, and that was really to make some quick easy money, affordable for consumers. Hasbro didn't have to really worry about losing money. They wanted to just get the excess figures, parts, pieces, accessories, you name it, out, you know, sell them off. And this is what you got for the most part. But a lot of these figures now, especially from a GI Joe collector's standpoint, have a huge following now. A lot of GI Joe collectors are looking for these guys. Isn't that always how it works? The least popular from 20 plus years ago, more popular now, harder to find. It drives up the demand. But guys, this is our first segment, episode 1, if you will, of the G.I. Joe Chronicles from 2003 for the carded figures. Let us know what you think, guys. If you want to see some particular carded figures from 2003, leave it in the comment section right underneath this video, guys. More fun on the way. You know the routine, guys. God bless. Stay safe. And keep collecting.